So in this lecture, we are going to discuss where to get the code for this course. The code for this course mostly comes in the form of Colab notebooks. However, it is also possible for some of the code in this course to be provided in plain text Python files, which will be hosted on GitHub. So how can you tell the difference? Well, it's very simple. If you see a notebook interface on the screen, that means that code will be provided in the form of a notebook. If you see Python in a text editor, then that code will be on GitHub. Now, the main thing I want you to understand is that the notebooks are not on GitHub. Okay, so the notebooks are not on GitHub. Okay, so specifically, how can you get these resources? The answer is to simply click on the Resources tab attached to this lecture. Then, click on the link that says Code Link. This will take you to a page that contains links to every code example in this course, whether it was in the form of a notebook or a Python file hosted on GitHub. Everything is on the same page. So I want to make it clear that the notebooks should be considered as a bonus for this course. In a normal course, that is, like a college course, coding would be your homework. Now, only on this website have I seen so many students believe that it's the instructor's responsibility to complete homework for the student. To me, this is wild. So let this be a warning for those students. If you go through this course in a logical manner from start to end, and you do all the exercises as instructed, everything will make perfect sense. But if you go through this course with an attitude of entitlement, believing that you should get everything you demand and do as little work as possible, things will get difficult. I would recommend not doing this to yourself. Now, for those of you who would rather learn to code by themselves, which I always encourage, you will still need the data links for this course. As mentioned earlier, I don't want you typing data links by hand or trying to Google search the data links, which usually results in you downloading the wrong dataset. So to get the data links, simply click on the Resources tab and then click the link that says Data Links. Now, there's one mistake that many students make, even after I've mentioned it once or twice. Therefore, I found that it is necessary to mention it 3 or more times. So far, this seems to be the magic number. Okay, so what's the mistake? It's that people forget that the Colab notebooks are not on GitHub. So I repeat, the Colab notebooks are not on GitHub. And let me repeat that one more time for good measure. The Colab notebooks are not on GitHub. Okay, so hopefully that's enough to get the point across. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next lecture.